Hello, my name is Rhys and this is my, sorry about that, this is my project called The Hang. Originally The Hanger, but I changed it because I thought it sounded a little cooler. In this presentation you will see programming, build, and aesthetics, and finally an overview, which is my timeline. My program, I used if statements, loops, I think an array, a lot of variables, and the coding was very simple. The build, it was slightly harder because there was more wires and stuff to do. Also, they kept getting unplugged because I had to store it over there and I had to keep carrying it to the desk, and they came unplugged while I was carrying them. And I used wires, pins, a joystick, a breadboard, of course, also, of course, an Arduino, and some servo motors. For my aesthetics, mostly done today, I hot glued and I painted this box right here. I wish I could flip it for you to show you the backside, but I can't because it's still hooked up. But for the sides, I just painted gray and black. And in the middle, I did The Hang, really big, because that's the name of the project. This is my timeline. So as you can see, for the start right here, that is when I started my project. I finished the last one, I presented, and then I started. So first and second lesson, I designed a 3D printed plane, which is what you see here. Or actually had a different design. You'll see that later. But I designed my 3D printed plane, I printed it, and that followed by cutting my box and hot gluing, wiring up a little bit. Next is my 3rd to 5th class, which was wiring the project and redesigning the plane, which is what you see here. The old one, it was printed wrong, and also it didn't look very good, and that's why I did it over. And for the final class, I forgot to say I wired the project. And for the final class, I painted the box and I made the slideshow, and what you're seeing now is the presentation. This is my demo. So what you can do here is you can pan and tilt using this one joystick. I don't know if you can see this very well, but it's a joystick. And what you can do is, if you move it, sorry, I forgot to plug it in. So what you can do, it freaks out a little bit, but I think that's just because there's a lot of power going in and out. So you can move forwards, you can move, that's side to side. You can move forwards, you can move backwards, and you can move side to side. And also you can do like a diagonal move, like kind of down and to side, both ways. So it can go pan, tilt, and yaw. Not yaw, but you get the idea.
Yeah, you might want to turn it so that they can see it.
Oh, yes. Like this too. Sorry. Just like a real plane. Not really.
Exactly.
Questions and let me unplug this. Questions. Anybody? Yes?
Why is this called The Hang?
So, like I said at the beginning, it's basically a hanger because there's a hole for the plane to go through both ways, and also there's a plane in it. And so I wanted it to sound cool, and also it didn't really fit on the box when I painted it, so I just called it The Hang. Yes? Can I see the code? Yes, you can. So, sorry. So what this is right now is all the variables are right here, and then these are the servo motors that I use to pan and tilt. This is also the servo motors, but yeah. And in loop, this is saying that the servo motors can always be like controlled by the joystick. and if you move it, then it'll always move with it. Sorry, it's hard to explain. And when you move it, there's a slight delay, and that's what's happening here, but it's only 15 milliseconds. And yes. And now, something new that I just started doing, like this presentation. Do you guys have any suggestions? Do you guys have any suggestions on what I could have done? Anybody? Yes?
You could have made it so that there was a hack in the back, so when you tilted it over, it could just slide.
Anybody else? Thank you.
All right, let's give them a round of applause.